Phantump is looked at as a pretty normal Pokemon. It can be a little creepy, but it's genuinely pretty adorable. Most people believe that it's pretty much like any other ghost type Pokemon, but I honestly think there's a little more into it than we might think. It is a ghost type Pokemon after all. So today, I figured we'd be looking into an interesting theory of mine, which is the Phantump and the Suicide Forest theory. As most people know, the Suicide Forest is a forest in Japan where people often go to commit suicide. It's also a tourist attraction, which is pretty weird considering that people do take their own lives here, but it's grown pretty popular considering some YouTubers out there. But I have an interesting theory about this forest and the way it affects some of our Pokemon. Well, actually, specifically one. Phantump's Pokédex entry talks about how a soul that dies will go into a tree, which creates Phantump. But I think it's pretty possible that Phantump was inspired by the Suicide Forest. Pokemon was created in Japan, which also has the Suicide Forest, which means it's a part of the culture and lots of people know about this place, especially in Japan. I feel like Phantump was definitely inspired by the Suicide Forest, considering whenever somebody kills themselves, their soul might go into the tree, and then they have to haunt around in the Suicide Forest forever. It's pretty creepy to think about, but it honestly makes a lot of sense because, well, Phantump's Pokédex entry pretty much proves it. What I'm pretty much saying is I think Phantump is created whenever somebody commits suicide, probably in the Suicide Forest, and then their soul gets trapped inside the tree and then they become Phantump. And to make it even creepier, I even think that Phantump might try to attract other people into the forest so then they then die. This could be a bit of a stretch considering this is just a theory, but it could be possible since this isn't the first time a Pokemon has tried luring people into doing something. But as I said, this is just a theory, so I want to know your guys' opinion. So thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know if you agree with this theory of mine.